Hello, Namaste. Welcome to Karategi's Astro channel. Sri Ahobala Lakshmi Narasimha Prasanna. Friends, viewers, today's topic is marriage. One of the very important event in anyone's life. Today we will understand what are those important combinations which is required in the horoscope to have a happy marriage life, and which are the planets which influence us for a failure marriages. Okay, so I am drawing a horoscope here. So as I was telling that in my previous programs, Lagna, this is a Lagna lot. So today any Lagna 1 to 12. So you can take any Lagna as you want. So I am taking Kumbha Lagna. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kumbha Lagna. Each Lagna have a lord. Okay, like Mesha is Kuja is owner of Mesha, and Vrishabha, for Vrishabha Venus is owner. For Mithuna it is Buddha is owner, like that. So in marriage, first thing is we will understand which is the marriage house in the horoscope. We have 12 houses. So the marriage house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seventh house is a marriage house. That is what seventh house. Very important house. We will also see. We will also say that it's a business house also. But today's topic is marriage. We will understand and we learn more on marriage. In order to be a happy marriage life, planet Mars, Kuja, should not touch your seventh house. Should not touch your seventh house. I repeat, in order to have a happy marriage life, planet Mars should not touch your seventh house. Planet Mars, wherever it sits, it sees seventh house, it sees fourth house, it sees 8th house, which means what? It has two additional drishtis. Drishtis means where aspects, where planet Mars can also see other than 7, 4, 8 also. All other planets have the 7th aspect. Jupiter and Saturn also have additional aspects like Mars. We will see that. Suppose now we will see if Mars is sitting here. So Mars is in a way sitting here in 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means what? Mars is already sitting in 4th house. So it has the 4th aspect. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means what? This is 7th house. I write it here clearly. This is 7th house. I have written 5th. Means here for Kumbha Lagna peoples, Simha Rasi will become 7th house. That is what I have written, 7th house. It is Simha Rasi that will become 7th house. Which means what? Mars is seeing 7th house. Whether this is impacted? Yes, impacted adversely. Because whenever whenever Mars sees your 7th house, then that is not a happy married life. We will call that as what? Kuja dosha. And Mars, suppose, say for example, Mars is sitting here in Lagna itself. Whether it is seeing 7th house? Answer is yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is directly seeing your Simha Rasi for Kumbha Lagna people. Which means what? Mars is seeing 7th house. Is it a happy marriage life? Answer is no. Now, what if Mars is sitting here? Whether it has aspect on 7th house, let's count. Because Mars also has the 8th aspect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, again Mars is seeing 7th house. If Mars sits in 1st house, Mars sits in 4th house, and Mars sits in 12th house, it will somehow see the 7th house. Again I repeat, if Mars sits in 1, 4 and 12, that will directly see the 7th house, where a person will not be having a happy married life. What if Mars sits here itself? Is it a happy married life? No. Answer is no. Which means what Mars even, see, Mars other than having the aspect of 7, 4, 8, if it sits in 4th house, 7th house itself, it is also not a happy married life. And what if, so Mars sitting here 1, 4, 7, 12 will not give a peaceful and happy marriage life. Other than that, what if Mars sits in 8th house? Though this is not aspecting anywhere on the 7th house, because see, it count 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it aspecting 7th house? No. 5, 6, 7. Aspecting 7th house? No. So 8th. So in either of these cases, with all these 3 drishtis, Mars is not aspecting your 7th house. But still 8th Mars is also considered as a Manglik dosha, Kuja dosha. Which means what? First thumb rule is Mars should not see your 7th house. If it aspects 7th house, then that person will not be having a happy married life. May have differences with spouse, may get separated, stay away, that is divorce. Okay, may end up a lifelong fighting, or any other problems where you can call that as a not a happy marriage life whenever Mars aspect the 7th house. Other than this, whenever Mars sits in 1, 4, 7, 8, 12, this is also called the Mars dosha. Mars sitting in 1, 4, 7, 8, 12, that's a Mars dosha, Kuja dosha, Manglik dosha. And 1, 4, 12 is mainly not good because it will 1, 4, 12 is mainly not good because it somehow aspect sees your 7th house. It will destroy your 7th house. And Mars sitting in 7th house itself, it further destroys. So either of these, that is what overall 1, 4, 7, 8, 12 Mars is not good. That is what? A unhappy marriage life. It may even go to worse, that is what? Divorce. Now we will see when you will be having a happy marriage life. When you will be having a happy marriage life. So, for happy marriage life, see how Mars is Karaka for unhappiness. Mars is also Karaka for happiness also, who give happiness in marriage life. Which means what? If Mars is not located in 1, 4, 7, 8, 12, any of the other houses, then it is a kind of happy marriage life. But is that only combination should be seen? Answer is no. The other answer is, you have to see where your planet Jupiter, where your planet Venus is. Jupiter is a real Karaka for happy marriage life. And Venus will add that to your happy marriage life. That will it will give more enjoyment. Your marriage life will be bright. Where the marriage, after marriage, husband and wife both will get benefit with each other in terms of their luck. So it is an addition, it's a bonus if Venus is very good, very well located in your horoscope. So let's understand about Jupiter first. Like how planet Mars has 4 and 8 additional aspects other than 7. Jupiter, other than 7, as I said, every planet sees aspects 7th house. Other than 7, it also aspect 5 and 9. Which means what now? Understand it clearly. If Jupiter aspects your 7th house, then that's a happy marriage life. Whereas if Mars aspects your 7th house, that's an unhappy marriage life. Now, what if Jupiter sits here, first house? So it is directly seeing the 7th house. Happy marriage life. Okay. So Jupiter has the fifth aspect also. From 7th aspect it is seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what if Jupiter sits here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which means what? Again it is seeing the 7th house. And Jupiter also has the 9th aspect. Which means what? If Jupiter is located here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that means what? If Jupiter is located in 11th house, if Jupiter located in 3rd house, or if Jupiter located in 1st house, it directly aspects your 7th house. Understand clearly. When Jupiter aspects 7th house, that's a happy marriage life. When Mars aspects the 7th house, that's an unhappy marriage life. So, if it is in 1st, 3rd and 11th, it aspects the 7th house, that we can place that clearly it is a happy marriage life. If on top of that, if Venus is located in 7th house, or Venus is located here in Lagna itself, in the 1st house, it directly aspects this, then that's a super marriage life. Where marriage will continue for 40 years, 50 years. Both husband and wife will in generally will be having a long life. Okay, they'll celebrate 25th anniversary, 50th anniversary and so on. So now question comes, what if Mars is located here in 7th, or Mars is located here in 4th, the earlier combinations, or Mars is located here, or Mars is located here. Think that Mars is aspecting 7th house, and equally Jupiter is also aspecting 7th house, which means what? Jupiter will destroy Mars' ill effects. That is what we'll always call that Jupiter is an auspicious planet. I again repeat, if Mars aspects the 7th house and Jupiter is also aspecting 7th house, which means that particular Mars dosha will be neutralized. Jupiter will destroy the evil effects of Mars. And if Mars aspects 7th house without any aspect of Jupiter, then that's unhappy marriage life. If only Jupiter is aspecting 7th house, that is a very good marriage life. And on top of that, if Venus is also aspecting your 7th house, then that will be definitely a successful marriage life, successful marriage we will call. So I thought I'll take this particular topic because this is nowadays we are seeing that most of the divorce happening, and where people are not matching the horoscope and all. Why I am bringing the current generation this particular topic here is that, as I said, that whenever Mars is located in 1, 4, 7, 8 and 12, that is called as a Kuja dosha, or whenever Mars aspects the 7th house, that is a Kuja dosha. Whenever a particular person has a Kuja dosha, male or female, he should get or she should get married with that particular person who also have the Kuja dosha. At least that can be done, because Jupiter aspecting is not in our hand. Jupiter aspecting 7th house is not at all in our hand, because that is decided at the time when you take on the birth. So that is where the horoscope match making comes into picture at the time of marriage. So this is the today's topic. I hope this is this will be interesting one. Please let me know For any questions or doubts, text me via messages, call me on 9880565732, 9880565732 for any questions, for your horoscope reading and so on. Thank you. Namaste.